It's week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Who was that, man?
Again, it'll be Edwards. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done. Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Rams offense running. They're backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford. Play action. Stafford. And he's going to go down.
Man, Alpha was safe.
The officials look at each other. They're looking at the right.
You're playing with me, man.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the end zone, Stafford.
Oh, yeah.
And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here as safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Don't get mad now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone.
Ooh.
This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
They're going to be close.
Beckham, 39 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Oh, yeah, I knew they were going to do this.
Remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
He dragged that left foot. They're going to give him that. Yeah.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Footing always a concern, but the extra points looking good, and that makes this an 8-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return is for
Quit playing with him. Quit playing with me.
Picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big time effort, and that can help his team.
Second straight.
Yep. Get out of me.
Into the end
What's
zone.
wrong with you?
Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Let me see. They gonna fumble the ball again. They gonna fumble every time I kick it. Like
Tucker
that.
now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Teach y'all something. Right.
On the return is Powell.
Ooh, I just did
And
his
no
stick.
alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
That way he's out on top.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Roquan Smith in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Safety.
Now Stafford.
Ooh,
That is incomplete.
Don't do it to him, boy. Come on.
You absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
I messed that up.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it
Don't
away.
worry about my homies got my back.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
My homies got my back.
A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule.
Oh, shit.
This is another team leading its division.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Shut your ass up.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Jackson. But it's
Jalen Randall probably had.
You got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down and goal. Jackson.
Ooh.
The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's back down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, no,
this right here.
We just seen. I think they've got a man. It's caught.
Why you fucking playing with me?
Touchdown. Josh Oliver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, partner, Time to start thinking about dinner plans after this
Yeah,
one.
shit.
I don't want to write them off first
Hey.
quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this and a 4-score lead.
We are programmed to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way. But
It's
you can't
all
help it. They
right,
look like sheer perfection right now. Those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up. Let's see if they can keep it up. It's possible they could be slowed down.
I don't see any signs of them being slowed down.
I ain't no shit.
Tucker now to kick it away
Win or
following
lose.
the touchdown. Here's Powell on the return.
Get your ass on there. Give me that damn ball.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Do your dance. Ooh. Ooh. He C-walked on and did a split.
That's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and
Split,
instead,
man.
not only do you give up the football, you also give up a
Bang.
touchdown
I told
as
you
well.
about playing
Yeah,
with
you
me,
just
man.
think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble. But when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed
What you
a little
talking
bit.
about? He
Maybe
did,
lost their focus as well. And ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point and able to extend this big lead.
Renault?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble
Ooh,
return.
I gotta get him. Come on,
The
Patrick
return
Queen.
is Powell.
Ooh.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I missed him that time. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get his ass. Sure. I'll see
Set
him
to begin
clear.
their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little
They're
here
gonna try to run
offensively
right
thus
here.
far as they try again with a first down.
Hey,
now.
hold
And
it.
flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Quit holding me, man. What y'all doing?
Whistle
with
against
that
a big
man
right
saying?
tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out a block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Back to throw, Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
Ain't no way he got
And that'll
that.
bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Stafford. Blitz coming and down he goes.
Don't do that.
Rams shaking up on that last play. And the training staff here saying him. We'll step aside and be right back.
Patrick Queen,
So
you
now
can't
Stafford and the
fucking
Rams
phone.
after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some
block, huh?
offense that'll move the ball downfield.
You better get that ball. Ooh. It rained. You would have
It'll be a
messed you up.
44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for
Damn,
wrinkles
man.
and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ain't no breaking this.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson.
You got your star on.
Right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for it. But if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys
Yeah,
to
it
keep
went
your
out quick
eyes
then.
on him. Because when he breaks out and makes plays like that,
X factor
well, it
going
does
on
hurt you.
here.
Have to at least be able to
Got
contain him
him.
somewhat. There they could not. On first down, they looked at
Who were that? Rams?
complete.
Quit playing with me, boy.
The play in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes.
Get down,
for the
boy.
third most in a single year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Fuck Ranzel leading.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, staying alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown.
Raven.
Here's Powell on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ooh, he rolling on right. Oh, next time you gonna fall. You will
LA
fall.
set to take over again on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first.
No, sir.
Heavy rushing, down he goes. Roquan Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
No, sir.
On second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford over the middle, complete. It's Robinson.
Bro. What the hell you got going on today, bro?
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I like this one, bro. Ooh, I got to get you.
Throwing on third down. Stafford takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt.
He's trying to go for
He's
it.
on to punt for LA. He'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Ooh. Messed him up.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division. Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas.
I'm going to get you this time.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Wide open again. I can't mess with this time.
This is caught inside the 5.
Go, Zach.
Good touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and that's proven back to us, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Sometimes just take a turkey ball. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown.
I got to get him. He right at
Taking
the
it at the goal line.
Bring your ass here.
Some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
I know what time I'm trying to get a safe.
Look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches though so far.
Where are you going?
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Stafford.
Good boy.
He rifles Robinson intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Tito Stone.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
On first down, Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The defensive player of the year a season ago, Aaron Donald, the one to stop him in his tracks. Now Dobbins again on second down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
He gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Andrews out there.
Fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Ravens add on.
So. Yeah, so
Tucker now for the extra point.
Hey, I saw that shit.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Nice, that was going to be hard.
It's capped off for the Ravens touchdown. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Powell.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, baby.
Up the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Score! Touchdown! Baltimore. Josh Oliver with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When he said free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Man, I'll be mad here.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Powell on the return.
I told y'all, boy.
Coughs up the football.
Gotta hold on to that ball, bro. I'm trying to get it. Every play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that.
Oh, yes.
Sit up.
Who hit him like that?
Fumble lost to both weeks. It's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball, holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you pay attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
Down on the ground, man. Good plan with
J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens add on. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. They in the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 players to get into the end zone.
I want some sacks.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown.
Man, it's just so tempting when you can hit this motherfucker.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
Yeah.
He lost the football.
Man, come on, bro.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Get it.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. So not only the coffee, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Here's Powell on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. In the second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit.
Oh, what you mad
Lean on
about?
some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Here's a run with Akers on second down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Do that shit won't work.
He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction. There brings up second down.
Second quarter. Damn.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
That's your ass on.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me, and he's
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the gun on third down.
Here we go.
Stafford.
Man, come on,
As
bro.
he throws there, incomplete. So a couple of first downs in this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
Yeah,
right?
he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, Edwards. Edwards a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the...
He's got him in, complete. I'm showing you that. All the way in for the Ravens, touchdown. Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchdown. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try to do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Stafford looks to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Stafford.
Ooh, good kick, boys.
Intercepted.
You know what time it is.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Beautiful.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Defensively getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Powell. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a nice nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
75 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Ravens add on. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. A drive there of just 3 plays. It's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Powell on the return. And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Stafford. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, look at the juke. Oh, he sheds himself free. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. The return is Powell. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes this out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time.
He lost the
playing with me. Give me that ball.
on the ground.
Get up. Let's go, baby.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Ooh, no.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Here's Powell on the return. Deep in his home territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return is Powell. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I were down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Powell on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. To try again after the sack. Stafford, and a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stafford going to Akers on the draw. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 3-yard loss, 4th down now. There's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, what a move. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's trying to do it for a second time. And of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And again, that second score here in the third quarter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for the Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will slow by one more. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Powell. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge of the play. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to a little bit more here in the second half.
Stafford. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. Well off the NFL record of 7. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just about on his own goal line. This will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Rashad Bateman, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens add on. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Powell on the return. And he can make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard.
We're soul searching now? I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've got to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football. league on EA Sports. The Rams on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's my fault. Come on, bro.
So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Good job, bro.
Harrison. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Stafford.
Keep playing with me, bro.
Here he lost the football.
Come on, Uli.
Picked up by the Ravens. And these guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the Trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Huntley steps away to his left. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's kept off on a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon.
Oh, he didn't be back for a while.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And my boy Klein over there.
On the return is Powell. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. It just seems like all game long, there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that. This is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking up. Watch his deep. Jump ball, and this is caught. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Huntley's throw caught there by Wallace. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Wallace. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Edwards, touchdown, Baltimore. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, are they going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, that's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for L.A.
Ooh.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Ravens taking the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Flushed out right. Finding some room at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's counted for the Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, it's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this will be caught at the 30.
Wow.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
We are holding and everything.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but there's no reason to use them. And the catch is made. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. That would extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. To the LA offense ready for this next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 27, Stafford. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that. And when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point. And he will slow by one more. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Powell on the return. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 0-7 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.